When you look at a screenshot from this game, what do you see? Yes, the same thing that everyone else sees. A game that clearly took a lot of inspiration from the Megaman games. This is Magical Doropie, known in the US as the Krion Conquest. Personally, I wouldn't go as far as to call this game a Megaman ripoff, but as far as imitations go, this one had both hits and misses. First, what's similar? The main character Doropie looks just like how Megaman dressed like a cliché witch would look. The overall style of the graphics are quite reminiscent of Megaman in general. When you press start, you are greeted with an overlaid menu of weapons like the ones in Megaman 1 and 2. Unlike Megaman, however, these weapons can be used infinitely, except for fire, which is a kill all on the screen attack that drains your health. Normal is normal, of course. Freeze freezes enemies in place for a short time. Balls shoots balls that bounce on walls. Shield creates a barrier that stops enemy attacks. And Broom is rideable, similarly to item 2 in Megaman 2. Only the broom can be used to go upwards too. What Magical Doropie improves on Megaman is that you can shoot upward, you can charge your weapon, which of course you can do in Megaman as well, but this game came out a year before Megaman 4, so technically this game did it first. The shield and freeze weapons require you to charge up first, and freeze, unlike say the ice slasher in Megaman 1 that has the same effect, in this game when the enemies are frozen you can walk through them instead of getting hit. Interestingly too, the first stage is set up as to tutorialize the game's items, except for freeze. What Magical Doropie does worse than Megaman is for me mainly the handling of the main character. She just feels slower to control than Megaman does. He's made of metal and she's human, and still Megaman jumps like a feather compared to Doropie. This game is also a fair bit harder than the Megaman games. For instance, there is no equivalent of an E-tank here. But what's way worse, at least in the US version, is that there are no continues. None. If you want continues, infinite no less, you need to get the Famicom version. Then just in general, the enemies in Magical Doropie seem to borrow from the most annoying enemies from the Megaman games like Bunby-Hetty. The US version only has the intro cutscene, whereas the Famicom version has many cutscenes. And due to Nintendo's censorship policies back then, when you beat the level in the US version, the screen does a simple transition. But in the Famicom version there's a more detailed transition involving a pentagram. Uh-oh, this game worships the devil then, I guess. If the control didn't feel so sluggish compared to Megaman, I think I would have loved this game. But as it stands, it's still a good game that actually compares favorably to Megaman in some cases, not least in the challenge department, if you're into that sort of thing. If you're not, here's a couple of codes.